Studio with me, Sue Watkins. She's here on behalf of the Symphony of Lights. Sue, we were talking before we went on air. There are going to be some new displays. There'll be continued new displays because of a trust fund. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this has been a special year for us. We had a couple reach out to us last year during the symphony, and be very honest, at one point thought it was a spam because who would come forward and say, hey, I have a large amount of money, and what would you think about opening up the north loop of the park to be able to have more displays? As we visited with this couple, Lawrence and Carol are the two that have a designated trust. Unfortunately, Carol passed away last December. We have some special items that are going to be in the park in memory of Carol this year, one being a botanical garden. She loved butterflies, and so that's going to be very special to see this year. But Lawrence came forward, sat down, had a couple of planning meetings with us, and has been just such a supporter of us, wants to see the Symphony of Lights do nothing but succeed, wants to support all the volunteers that come forward yearly and help in any way that he can. So we are very excited that the first $250,000 worth of displays have been purchased, and our team, Dale, and his group up at the park have been working tirelessly getting them set up, which, with having, Dale has maintained and fixed our current displays yearly for the last couple of years and made them just look fabulous. So his hands have been really full, having to set up new, outlets and getting everything set up. Our electricians that come up and help us and volunteer their time. It's just unbelievable how everybody's coming forward.
What a great story. And you were telling me he's going to be coming in the studio on the 24th for Grow Clinton. So we'll get a chance to talk to him. That's going to be exciting.
It will be exciting. Yeah, it'll be fun just to be able to spend more time with Lawrence and have him share his story of his and Carol, of how they wanted to come forward and help, and be able to keep her memory alive as well. So
yeah, we normally go from 9:05 to 9:15, but we might have to expand the program on the 24th.
That would be great.
Again, visiting with Sue Watkins for the Symphony of Lights. So the 30th year, you were telling me.
Yes, exciting year. So 30 years, we have had this event going since 1996. We really have been busy because of the new displays and trying to get the word out to increase our amount of people that are coming through with the cars and such. So we really have been working just to get some great marketing, and appreciate being on the air here today to help with that. We will kick off our annual Symphony of Lights this year with our family walk, which will be on November 26th, the night before Thanksgiving. That will be 5:30 to 8:30 that night. Walkers they park outside the park there around the cemetery that's right before the entrance, and then they will walk in, $5 a piece. 5 and under are free. So we are going to start off that night. We have a side-by-side that's going to have Lawrence in it, and let him be the first one to be able to go around and see the lit up displays that night. And then we will kick it off with all the walkers being able to follow. We'll be able to go around into the lodge where, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus will be. We will have Speak Out again this year with their pulled pork and macaroni and cheese. Holly's Hot Dogs will be there with their cart. We will have hot chocolate from Deanna's. Nestle Purina is helping us with cookies and some hot chocolate this year as well. So it's just going to be a fun evening. Little Miss Clinton County will be there helping kids be able to write their list to Santa Claus and just make some cards and have an enjoyable evening.
That is great. The 26th, so much goes into this. There's no doubt about that. Now, is Thanksgiving, are you open then, or you do the day after Thanksgiving?
Nope, we kick it off on Thanksgiving. So November 27th through December 30th, we are open. Monday through Fridays, it is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then Saturday and Sundays, we're open 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The prices per vehicle are $10 per vehicle to go through. If you have vehicles that have more than 10 people in them, it's just $2 per person for that vehicle.
And that is great. You know, with it getting darker so soon, 5 o'clock, everything's going to be able to be visible with the lighting displays.
Yeah, it will really be lit up this year. There won't be any, I can most definitely guarantee after seeing how it's been set up, we won't have any, lack of a better term, dead spaces, that there is no lighting and stuff. It's going to be lit up like the 4th of July. It's going to be great.
I guess so. So now, this year, will you be on the north end as well, or is that in the future?
That is in the future, and I'm glad to say that the city sounds like they're pretty open to discussing that option when we've kind of just had a little conversation on it. Nothing definite, but they're most definitely big supporters of us as well, and especially Josh and Kathy at Parks and Rec help us out with the lodge and making sure that we can get in there we need to and the support that we need from them.
Symphony of Lights in its 30th year. Now, you talked about the hours and people driving around looking at the displays. Are there still going to be activities in the lodge on weekends?
The Santa Sundays is on December 7th, 14th, and 21st. And Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus will be there again 5:30 to 8:30 each one of those days. There'll be hot chocolate and cookies also in the lodge those evenings. So, yeah.
And I know, you know, each night you have various businesses or organizations at the gate to help with the admission.
We do. A big thanks goes out to Joni Krogman, who has helped us the last couple of years going business to business. And actually, as of yesterday, I think we only have 6 dates left that don't have somebody on those and such. But, you know, the different businesses step forward and meet us up there to be able to be in the hut that evening with their coworkers and welcome the vehicles as they come through and just enjoy the lights.
You know, it is amazing when you head north of town or you're coming in from the north, when you see the cars lined up. It almost looks like, you know, Street of Dreams.
It does.
You know, the Field of Dreams, rather.
Yep, it does. It's, you know, you stand inside that hut and just kind of start watching out and seeing them, especially on Saturday and Sunday nights and such. You can tell people might have been out for the day and they're kind of heading home, and this is how they're going to top off their fun weekend. And they'll just be backed up all the way to the highway, so it's fun to see.
You know, and this is something certainly that the city of Clinton can enjoy, but boy, you get people who come from all over, don't you?
We do. Last year, Grow Clinton, they actually, when they were sitting there, were asking where people were from. And I'm quite sure that they said we had at least four surrounding states that were there visiting. So it's fun to see. We'll have people on our Facebook page that'll say that, you know, they'll drive 2.5 hours to come up and see it and maybe stop, have a meal somewhere, or maybe they do know somebody from the area, but we'll make that special trip up to Clinton.
Pleasure to have you in. Again, you're going to be back here on the 24th with Grow Clinton along with Lawrence Bay.
Yep.
That'll be outstanding. So again, the 26th, that's the big kickoff, right?
It sure is. 5:30 that evening, our family walk kicks off, and it's just going to be a fantastic year.
And again, social media, people want to find out more. How can they do that?
Go to symphonyoflights.org, and we have our Facebook page, the website. All of our calendar is set up there, and all the events are out there as well. I should mention one last thing. We do have our craft vendor fair that is December 6th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then Sunday, December 7th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So a pleasure to have you in studio. Looking forward to visiting with you and Mr. Bay on the 24th. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself.